Hey everybody, this is Sean, and this is the 20-minute hop where we conquer the USA with just 20 minutes a day. And we are on the ramp in Fredonia, Kansas, and I'm starting the show a little bit different today because we got some weather going on in south central Kansas. So I just wanted to bring the weather chart here in active sky to show what the radar picture's looking like. And if we take our mouse and scroll over, departure airport, Fredonia, shows our altitude and what the winds are doing. So we got calm winds right now, 156 at 2, temperatures 21, visibility 31, light rain. And I was hoping that it was going to have altitude of the clouds. If we look at Eureka, okay, we've got a METAR at Eureka, so 10 statute mile visibility, light rain, overcast at 12,000, and temperature and dew point are 19, altimeter 3000, and there's lightning in the vicinity. So as we're sitting here, we'll probably see some lightning too. Not going to worry about that. There's some lightning right there. Because the aircraft is protected from lightning, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to cruise at 3,000, so we have plenty of clearance between clouds. And our VFR minimums, and the visibility is good too. So we are meeting VFR minimum. I don't have any concerns about this. If you look down here to the red, there is a convective segment because there is a thunderstorm coming. So we're not flying live time today. This will be the full flight, of course, because every 20-minute hop we are flying full flight, okay? But it currently is 10 to 1 in the morning on Saturday, June 20th. And earlier today we had this big front come through, and I was working, so I did not have a chance to fire things up. Really, we just wanted to do this. I checked the conditions though, and it's like, yeah, this would be favorable, be good. This is a good opportunity to get out and show that we don't have to have blue skies and clouds or just clear blue skies to go and fly and get the mission done. So we are going to get this thing kicked off to Eureka. It's a 27-mile flight, and estimated time en route is 10 minutes. All right, get our checklist going here. Before starting engine checklist. Seats positioned and lock. Seat upright, seat belts in, shoulder harness fastened, parking brakes set, all avionics off, circuit breakers in. Look at that, we do have a Hobbs. No kidding. Alright. Little things that crazy. That is I'm really amazed. Circuit breakers in, landing gear handle is down. Flaps up. Cowl flaps open. Light switches off. Fuel selectors on both. And fuel quantity is good. We have 55 gallons on board. Starting engine checklist. Mixture full rich, propeller full, throttle full. Battery switch on. Fuel pump on. Looking for fuel flow. We get fuel flow. Throttle idle, and then 1/4 inch clear prop. Avionics are on. Fredonia is 122.9. Set. We're on COM 1. Extra lean for ground ops. Engine start checklist complete. After starting in taxi, do our brake check, and then after start checklist will be complete. Brake check. Brakes on the left. Right. Fredonia traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango, taking runway 17 for back taxi Fredonia. Get all our lights on here. Check to the left and check to the right. So I'm going to do an on-the-go run up here, at least to cycle the prop. Because it's a little bit of a short runway. I don't want to risk a mishap here. Best thing would have been to just do the run up on the short little taxiway there. But what we'll do is we'll just do a 180 here and get it done while we're out, while we're right here. Okay, so. We don't really want to stutter and stand on the runway like this, but we're at this little tiny airport and it's raining, so the likelihood that there's traffic or instrument arrival happening is pretty slim, and especially at a facility that doesn't have services. Okay, so we're in before takeoff check. I'm going to cycle our prop. There's one. There's two. And three. All right. And we get our brake check. There's left. There's right. And back to both. So from now on, I'm going to do the brake check like this because that way I can see the digital RPM and I can see my magneto switch. If you're looking at the analog gauge there, it's a little bit difficult to see the drop actually happen. We'll just do one more here real quick. Oh, wrong switch. Especially for 30 RPM on an analog steam gauge like that, it's going to be really hard to see it. So it's really nice to have that precision digital RPM tachometer there. Got our mag check complete. Throttle back to idle. Trim set to 6 up. Throttle back to 1,000. And bring it back to idle just to make sure that the engine does not sputter and die if we're at idle condition. Okay, there's 1,000. Trim set, flaps up, doors and windows secure, flight controls, check for free correct. Coming up to meet me on the left. Coming up to meet me on the right. Full back and full forward. Alright. Flight controls are good. Extra full rich. Alright, takeoff power will be 2,700, rotating at 70, climbing out at 109. We'll square the prop to 25 inches of manifold pressure and 2,500 RPM, and then climb up to 3,000. Alright, here we go. Check our departure time. 23. Fredonia traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango, rolling runway 17, Fredonia. Airspeed's alive. Finish instruments in the green. Rotate. And you're up. Power back. Power back. Fredonia traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango, left crosswind runway 17. Depart the pattern to the north, Fredonia. Clear on the right. Closed. Alright, climb checklist. Power set. And temperature monitor, power set, mixture set, fuel flow. Mixture set. Course here. So there's a really good video podcast out there on YouTube and on iTunes. It's called AOP Alive This Week. And I was watching, it comes out every Thursday. And it's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes long. Just covers different interesting aviation topics for the week. Earlier this week is the 65th anniversary of the Cessna 172. And it turns out that Cessna 172s were actually manufactured at Independence, Kansas, which was where
Destination 8.975.
Yep, 120975. So Independence, Kansas was where they manufactured Cessna 172, so that was interesting to hear. The flight into Fredonia on the last episode, 20MinHop, that's where we were at is Independence, Kansas. So interesting little tidbit of aviation history there. And I don't know if Cessna still has operations at Independence or not. It definitely was a huge runway there. So, all right, so we are still about 15 minutes out. Or 15 miles out. So I'm trying to make the motto of 20MinHop to be better on your next flight. And so one thing that I am doing better on this flight than the last flight is my altitude is doing well. One aspect that I'm not happy with, as we were taking off, kind of lost center line and we're on the edge of the runway, so that part I'm not happy with. I can't really explain why that occurred. Just say be better on the next flight, be better on your next flight, and that's what I'm going to do. And talking about altitude, I'm a little bit 120 above. Okay, so let's get our scratch pad going because we are starting to get close to Eureka. Scratch pad. There we go. Alright, field elevation is 1208. although there are 2 runways at Eureka, one is a grass strip, so we will not land on the grass strip today. As our trip progresses and we start moving into Wisconsin, for one, we will land at a grass strip. My grandfather is no longer living, but when he was alive, he was a part of a airfield in Green Bay, Wisconsin called Nicolay, and the identifier is 88 Whiskey India, and that is a grass strip. So after I announced in the last episode that we are heading to Oshkosh, it's going to be a virtual Oshkosh this year. Hence I'm wearing my Oshkosh 2019 shirt, and looks like we have the airport ahead of us there. So we'll start getting down to 2200. I'm going to expect that the winds are favoring 1/8. That's what the weather information said. So descent checklist. Start getting our trim down there. Start natural. Natural descent, although it doesn't want to cooperate here. Still not really wanting to cooperate, so I'm just pull the power back. And CTAF 122.8. So definitely should have done that before we took off. Get those frequencies set beforehand, so that's one less thing that you have to do in the airplane as you're starting to get task saturated. Okay, so traffic pattern is 2200. We're set up on a very nice 45 for the downwind. It is left traffic here at Eureka, so we'll get down to 12 to 2208 and make our radio call. Get our lights on. Eureka traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango is 4 miles to the southeast at 2200, inbound on a 45 for runway 18 Eureka. So when we're in the traffic pattern now, so we're in the stereo cockpit. And what stereo cockpit means is we only talk about things that are pertinent to the flight and look for traffic, and we don't talk about anything else. So we're going to just be professional and business-like, and we're going to just fly the airplane, and then we can continue the chit-chat once we're clear of the active. Eureka traffic, Bonanza 92 Tango is on a left downwind for runway 18 Eureka. Alright, mixture rich, cowl flaps closed. Altimeter set, cowl flaps closed. Powers required, mixture rich. Before landing, checklist, seatbelt, shoulder harness. Secure, fuel selector on both. Cowl flaps is required, mixture full rich. Landing gear down. Flaps first notch. Landing and taxi lights is required. Oops. Oh. Landing gear check. 3 greens. No. Eureka traffic, Bonanza, 92 Tango, left crosswind, runway 18, Eureka. Probably forward. Fair turn now. Check final. All clear. Slightly overshot the turn there. Eureka traffic, Bonanza 92 Tango, 3 mile final, runway 18, full stop, Eureka. $200. Fredonia, Eureka traffic, Bonanza 92 Tango, back taxiing, runway 18 for the ramp, Eureka. Alright. Landing time 10:42. And after landing checklist. Lights off. Cowl flaps open. Flaps up. Trim tab set to 3. checklist complete. And this will be ground services here. Parking 2, so we would just be, in order to call line service, we call the Unicom, which is the same frequency here, and it would be Eureka Unicom, Bonanza 92 Tango, request parking, and then the Bonanza 92 Tango, Eureka Unicom. We'll have somebody come on out and welcome you. Thanks. And will you need anything else, sir? 92 Tango, we are good. Thank you very much. But we will be overnight. Thanks. Yep, I got you, man. Alright, check down checklist. Throttle 1000. Radios off. Minutes. That's the beautiful thing about having Hobbs on board. So Hobbs is a very accurate way of keeping track of the aircraft usage time. Alright, we've got avionics off. To bridge cut off. Trailer on. Brake off. Idle. Cut flaps open. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the flight. Whenever you are watching it, for me, it is time to go to bed. But I really appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoyed this flight. Hope that either you found it entertaining or that you learned something from it. So I'm really enjoying this. Doing this every day or every other day. Doing my video editing. If I'm not flying that day, I'm video editing and rewatching this stuff. And so it is just turning out to be extremely helpful in picking up on things and getting my flow going and all of that. So that's the main thing about 20MinHop, is that to just inspire you to, if you have a flight simulator, to just do something for 20 minutes a day. And I know that this video is longer than that, right? Because We're not just flying. We are, pre-engine checklist. We're doing all our checklist stuff. We're doing our run-up, everything. Okay, so even though the flight itself was, a 0.6, we're into about 50 minutes now of on the we've been rolling for, and so it's not just a 20-minute hop, right? But the en route portion is less than 20 minutes, and that's the whole idea. But just the thing, if you have a flight simulator, just even if it's one trip around the pattern, that even if you don't taxi out and you just sit there right from the threshold and you just go and you do one circuit around the pattern, that's going to be valuable. Or if you just fly approach after approach after approach for 20 minutes, that's going to be valuable. The first time that we have really bad weather and they can't get out and do a 20-minute hop that day, I'm going to bring up a add-on I have for Flight Simulator, and we're going to work on some emergency procedures. Okay, so I don't know when that's going to be, but it is going to happen because it's just inevitable that we are going to run into a day when we cannot fly because the weather's going to be so bad. All right, and so looking forward to that, and we'll just keep on going here. So once again, thanks for tuning in and watching this episode of 20-Minute Hop. I am Sean, and until next time, be better on your next flight. So long.